Welcome to the BrainyX channel. This is part 2 of simplifying expressions with rational exponents. In the previous video, we worked through these 5 basic examples where we used exponent laws with rational exponents. And in this video, we are going to simplify this slightly more challenging expression. Alright, let's see what we have to simplify here. We've got a fraction, and in the numerator we have 2 factors, and in the denominator 1 factor. So we're going to start with the numerator, and then we're going to apply the exponent laws to each of these factors. Let's start with this first bracket in the numerator. Now, this exponent half applies to both the factors that are inside this bracket. And why do I say so? Because there's an exponent law that says whenever we have more than one factor inside a bracket and it is raised to a power, then that power applies to all the factors that are inside the bracket. So we will end up with a to the power of m multiplied by b to the power of m. So let's apply this half to both the 16 and to the a to the power of 4. I'm going to write 16 to the power of a half, and we multiplied a to the power of 4, keep it in brackets, and you raise it to the power of a half. Here we have a variable with an exponent that is raised to another power. For that, we also have an exponent law. And that exponent law says that whenever an exponent is raised to another exponent, you keep your base and you multiply your exponents. Therefore, I'm going to keep my base, which is a, and I'm going to multiply the exponents. A half multiplied by -2. When you are multiplying with fractions and you don't feel comfortable multiplying them, then you may write your whole numbers as fractions, like -2/1. I will show you why when we simplify these fractions. All right, we're done with the numerator for now, so let's move on to the denominator. In the denominator, we have brackets, and this exponent outside the bracket tells us that we have to apply this exponent to every factor that is inside the bracket. That means we are going to make use of this exponent law. So I'm going to start with this 2, write it in brackets, and then I apply my exponent. Next, we have this a to the power of a half. Remember to write it in brackets, and then apply your exponent. Now, this still looks like a big mess, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through each factor in the numerator, see which exponent laws we can apply to simplify it even further, and we'll do the same with the denominator. Okay, this 16 to the power of a half. In the previous video, I showed you that when we have a number and it's raised to the power of a half, we are actually looking for the square root of that number. Therefore, the square root of 16 is 4. Okay, so I'm done with this one. Now let's have a look at this factor. Here we have a to the power of 4. It's an exponent or a power, and it is raised to another power. So that means we are going to use this law to simplify this. So I'm going to write it as a to the power of 4 times with a half. For this one, let's leave this one for now, and then we will multiply all the fractions in one go. Okay, for the denominator, we have 2 squared, so it's 2 times 2 is 4. And then we've got a to the power of a half times with 2. How did I get that? We've got an exponent or a power that is raised to another power, so I am applying this law over here. Now I'm going to simplify these fractions so that we have nice exponents to work with. And the other thing that I can do as well is to cancel these 4's because we only have factors in the numerator and the denominator. So let's draw the fraction line, and let's start with this first a over here. Now 4 times a half is 2. How did I get that? 4 times a half equals, now whenever you multiply exponents, it is top times top and bottom times bottom. So I'm going to write it as 4/1. 4 times 1 equals 4, and 1 times 2 equals 2. And that gives us 2. Now let's do the next a. A half times with -2/1 is -1. How did I get that? We've got a half times with -2/1. It is top times top over bottom times bottom, and those two cancel. That gives us this -1. Okay, now the bottom denominator, we only have this a. A half times with 2, that is 1. So how did I get that? A half times with 2/1 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 1 is 2, and both the 2's cancel. Now we are left with two factors at the top, which are very simple, very basic. Can you see that we are multiplying because of this dot over here? And the bases are the same. So we are going to use another exponent law. And that law says that whenever we are multiplying and our bases are the same, and in this case the a here, then we keep the base and we add the exponents. And the other exponent law says that whenever we are dividing and our bases are the same, then we keep the base and we subtract the exponents. Now, because this fraction is so basic, I'm going to apply both these laws to this whole fraction. So at the top, we've got a squared multiplied by a to the power of negative 1. That means because we are multiplying, I'm going to add the exponents. So I keep the base. Now let's add the exponents, which is 2 plus, and then the brackets negative 1. Whenever you are working with a negative sign, then always use brackets, especially when you're adding or subtracting. Then I'm dividing the numerator by the denominator, so I subtract the exponent. So I'm going to write minus 1. Okay, now it is just a matter of adding and subtracting the exponents here. 2 plus minus 1 gives us minus 1, so it will give us minus 1. And another minus 1 gives us 0. And anything to the power of 0 is equal to 1.